Have you ever wondered what would happen if you committed the first crime in human history? Forget prison, forget handcuffs, forget lawyers. 20,000 years ago, nobody read you your rights because you had none. If your tribe decided you were a problem, your sentence could begin before the sun went down. And unlike today, there was no appeal. The terrifying part is that many prehistoric punishments were incredibly effective. Not because they were cruel, because they attacked the one thing every human needed to survive: other humans. Today we're going back to the Stone Age to discover how prehistoric people punished criminals, and why one punishment was so horrifying that even modern survival experts admit they probably wouldn't survive it. Imagine waking up inside a tribe of 30 people. That's everyone you've ever known. No neighboring town, no emergency services, no Amazon delivery if somebody steals your food. Every spear matters. Every hunter matters. Every grandmother who remembers where edible roots grow matters. One selfish person could destroy months of preparation. That's why prehistoric justice wasn't based on fairness. It was based on survival. And survival is a terrible lawyer. One of the biggest myths about cavemen is that they solved every disagreement by smashing each other with clubs. Reality was smarter. A dead tribe member is a wasted tribe member. If your best hunter dies in a fight over something stupid, congratulations. Now everyone gets to starve together. Many anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer societies believe early humans relied first on social punishment instead of violence. And the simplest punishment required absolutely no weapons. Everyone ignored you. Sounds childish? Your brain disagrees. Modern brain scans show that social rejection activates many of the same regions that respond to physical pain. Your brain literally thinks rejection hurts. Now imagine that feeling while living in the middle of Ice Age Europe. Nobody shares a fire. Nobody shares food. Nobody laughs at your jokes. Not that Stone Age jokes were probably amazing, but isolation wasn't just embarrassing, it was dangerous. If nobody warned you about wolves near the river, that might be the last mistake you ever made. Food theft ranked among the worst crimes imaginable. Today, stealing lunch from the office fridge makes people hate you. Back then, it could kill children. A mammoth hunt might take several days. Hunters could suffer broken bones. Some never returned. When someone secretly stole dried meat from the communal supply, they weren't stealing calories. They were stealing hundreds of hours of risk. Some traditional hunter-gatherer societies punished repeat thieves by forcing them to eat last. Imagine watching everyone else enjoy roasted meat while hoping someone leaves you a burnt rib. Spoiler alert. Nobody did. If children were still hungry, you weren't eating. Lying could be even worse. Imagine claiming you discovered a herd of reindeer beyond the valley. The tribe follows you, they walk all day, nothing. Now everyone wasted precious energy. Tomorrow they're weaker. The next hunt fails. Someone dies during winter. One lie, one chain reaction. That's why trust became prehistoric currency. Lose it once, and nobody trusted your next warning. There's a bear behind you. Sure there is, Kevin. Nice try. Violence inside the tribe created another nightmare. Every broken hand meant one less spear. Every broken leg meant one less gatherer. Instead of celebrating revenge, many tribes forced both people to settle conflicts publicly, share food, repair damaged tools, hunt together. Because staying angry was expensive. Cooperation fed everyone. Hatred fed absolutely nobody. But eventually we reached the punishment that terrified every prehistoric human. Exile. No dramatic execution, no torture, no prison. The tribe simply walked away. Imagine standing beside your dying fire, watching 30 people disappear over the horizon. Your mother, your brothers, your children, gone. Suddenly every sound in the forest becomes personal. Every branch snapping could be a wolf. Every shadow could hide a cave lion. Every night becomes a coin toss. Modern survival television loves showing people alone in the wilderness. There's one tiny difference. They usually receive steel knives, sleeping bags, water filters, medical teams, satellite phones. You get a stick. Good luck. Researchers who study survival estimate that long-term solitary survival is dramatically harder than surviving in small groups because humans evolved as cooperative specialists. One person can't hunt efficiently, gather enough food, build shelter, watch for predators, and care for injuries all at once. Nature doesn't care how independent you think you are. It invented teamwork long before humans invented ego, and prehistoric people understood that instinctively. Exile wasn't always an immediate death sentence. Sometimes the expelled person tried joining another tribe. Sounds simple. It wasn't. Ironically, one of the harshest punishments wasn't physical at all. It was shame. Many anthropologists believe ridicule played a major role in keeping small communities cooperative. Boast too much? Everyone laughed. Act selfish? Everyone mocked you. Refuse to share? Congratulations. You've become tonight's entertainment around the campfire. In groups of only 20 to 50 people, reputation was everything. Today you can move to another city and start over. 20,000 years ago, everyone already knew your entire life story. There was nowhere to hide. Children learned these lessons early, not through classrooms, through consequences. Prehistoric justice was often incredibly practical. If you broke someone's spear through carelessness, you might have to replace it. Pain wasn't always the goal. Restoring the tribe was. Archaeologists have discovered prehistoric skeletons showing healed fractures from fights, club injuries, and even embedded projectile points. Conflict existed, but endless revenge created an even bigger problem. That's why cooperation kept winning. Not because humans were naturally kind, because evolution rewarded groups that stayed together longer than groups that constantly fought. The first justice systems weren't built inside stone courthouses. They were built beside campfires, not by judges, by ordinary people trying to survive one more winter. So, what was the worst punishment in the Stone Age? It wasn't pain. It wasn't execution. It wasn't even hunger. It was becoming invisible. Because 20,000 years ago, a human alone wasn't just lonely. A human alone was food. The next time someone complains about getting removed from a group chat, remember that your prehistoric ancestors faced something slightly more stressful. Instead of losing Wi-Fi, they lost everyone. And in the Stone Age, that usually meant they lost tomorrow.